Peace, love, and light, Cancer, and welcome to your general love reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you're new to tarot and you don't know how this works, it is a general reading, so everything won't resonate. Please take only what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. I'm picking up a lot of energy, okay? So everything won't hit. Also, keep in mind that roles are interchangeable, so you should place yourself and everybody in your story where you know they belong, because only you know where they belong. I just pick up energy, okay? Okay, so let's get into this. We are going to get into Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. So if you have Cancer in any of those placements in your chart, there may be a message in here for you, okay? We're going to get into how your person feels, their intentions, behavior, and actions, and then we'll get into your feelings, the challenge, the advice, and the potential outcome. All right, so let's get into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer in love? Tell me about the person on Cancer's mind and heart. Tell me about the person on Cancer's mind and heart. How do they feel about Cancer? How do they feel? How does your person feel about you, Cancer? Ooh, the Devil. We're gonna wait, all right? And let me pull the cards and then I'll get into it. Whoa, 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 wow. Okay, what are their intentions toward you, Cancer? What is your person's intentions toward you, Cancer? What is your person's intentions toward you? What are their intentions toward Cancer, Spirit? What are their intentions toward Cancer? Intentions toward Cancer. Ooh, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. What's going on here? What? Whoa. What? Whoa. What? Whoa. 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 Okay. I don't know, Cancer. I'm picking up this energy of somebody wanting to be single and outside. All right? I'm just going to throw that out there because it's already like everything just wants to jump out. I feel like somebody wants to jump out of their skin. Where was I? Tell me about Cancer's person's behavior and actions. What actions are they going to take? Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. How does Cancer feel? Tell me about Cancer's feelings. Okay, the Page of Wands. Okay, okay, okay. And what is the challenge here? What is the challenge here for Cancer? Oh gosh, the Sun in the reverse. All right. Cancer, what's going on with you? Who's like, what's going on with you? What is the advice for Cancer? The Lovers, they came out crossing like this, okay? Somebody's trying to make a decision. I'm going to put it upright, but we'll discuss it, okay? And what is the potential outcome for Cancer regarding the situation? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Gosh. All right. Okay, I'm not even going to front for who. This might not be for everybody. Remember, bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. All right. So this might not be your reading, okay? If it's not, is not. I don't know what to tell you, okay? This could be very specific because I'm picking up a specific energy. Cancer, with the Devil here, this is a Capricorn, the Capricorn card, or Saturn in Capricorn, I believe. The Devil talks about with respect to your person's feelings. The Devil is about addictions. It's self-imposed bondage. The Devil is the Devil. The Devil is about codependency, okay? So your person, it coming out as your person's feelings, this could be the characteristics of your person, right? It could be somebody who does certain things in excess. It could be that they are very promiscuous. It could be, because I was picking up an energy of somebody wanting to be outside. I saw the Three of Cups. I saw the Nine of Pentacles, and that's the card of single. Three of Cups is about partying, celebrating, or just being outside, friends, mingling. So I feel like somebody here might be feeling a little bit trapped, okay? might be feeling a little stuck. This person could also have a lot of just unhealthy habits, whether that be unhealthy eating, unhealthy, negative self-talk. It could be that they have, multiple partners. With that Three of Pentacles coming out in the reverse as their intentions, I feel like with that and this, is like, the Three of Pentacles upright talks about working on something together harmoniously. In the reverse, it's like there is no harmony. There's nothing but disharmony. And there is, the desire to pull away, not feeling like you don't want to work with a certain group of people, a certain person. So this person could be feeling, trapped, maybe stuck in, either this situation or a situation. And they might be feeling like, they might have a desire to get out, to get away from it. It could be that they're feeling that you guys are not seeing eye to eye. There may be a clash of egos as well, right? Because it also talks about the, conflict and ego. So with the Three of Pentacles being in the reverse, this person might feel like things are just not in harmony between you and them. And, it could be that they just have toxic patterns, right? It could be that they are, someone who lacks commitment, right? Because the Three of Pentacles upright is about committing to something. I feel with the Devil card here and that in the reverse, I feel like they may be feeling stuck, and it could be that they have fears of commitment, right? And they might be looking, for how to get out. And with their behavior and actions here, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles could be the card of like, I want to work on this. I want to work this out. I have to dig in a little more to that Three of Pentacles and the Devil there. But I feel like this person could want to spend a lot of time at work. So with this coming out as their behavior and actions, they could be spending a lot of time at work or trying to focus more on work than anything. But I feel like that's a bit of an avoidant behavior that they have. With the Page of Wands here coming out as your feelings, the Page of Wands, you could be dealing with somebody younger than you, or you could be younger than this person, because this is coming out as your feelings, or you could feel like this person is just immature. Okay, but I feel like you're feeling like you want to also maybe get out and explore or start something new. Okay, what is up with my speech today? I don't even know. So I definitely I want to look into this. I'll clarify in just a second, but I feel like, coupled with the Sun here, strong Leo energy here, Leo, or just fire energy, but really Leo. Okay, you may have strong Leo in your chart, or your person does. But with the Sun coming out in the reverse, I feel like right now you're finding it challenging to find the spark to life. You might be feeling sad, you might be feeling depressed, you might be feeling hopeless, or just, you're not in a good space as far as how you feel about yourself. You could be feeling really drained. Maybe you've also started to like pull away from certain people, right? Because it's also about isolation, okay? But also when the Sun is upright, it like shines a light on something. When I see it like this, I sometimes pick, and that's the case right now, right? I'm picking up the energy of not wanting to see what you're seeing, okay? With the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this underlying energy is of like watching but not acting yet, right? So it could be that you feel like inside you should do something, right? Maybe you want to leap, just like the person in this card, right? You want to leap out of a certain situation, or something is telling you to move in a certain direction, but you're just kind of like waiting. You're waiting. Maybe you're seeking information, or this person is seeking information. This could be watching on social media. Maybe you're watching them, or they're watching you, but there's this energy of curiosity about something. And I'm also seeing I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands together, right? So I feel like there's a lot of mental conflict, and there's also like this fear of rejection, fear of being isolated, or just the fear of that fear of rejection, right? Fear of loss. The Five of Pentacles talks about loss. So maybe you feel you can feel already that this person is kind of disconnected from you emotionally, okay? with the Lovers card here coming out as your advice, you know, I really feel like this is about finding the harmony and in a situation, and it's about making a decision, right? So Cancer, there's some sort of decision that I feel like you are avoiding making. And I say that because I feel that I see the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I see the Sun in the reverse. And again, it tells me that you might feel like, you know, you're seeing something or something is telling you like, okay, it's time to, you know, maybe move away from the situation, or things are starting to shift. The energy in the connection is starting to shift. And there's a decision that you might be, you know, avoiding because, well, when you love, it hurts, right? It hurts to let go. It hurts to let go, especially when you love, even if it is, you know, unhealthy for you, right? So I feel like, you know, the challenge is overcoming, you know, you know what I'm hearing? There's this quote, one of my favorite actually. It says, usually, right? I'm probably going to butcher it a little bit, so I'm sorry. But usually people don't change until the pain of making the change. Wait, no, I'm messing it up. Hold on. Let me think about it. People will usually change when the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain of making the change, right? So it's not until you can't take it absolutely anymore, the pain is so intense that it's more painful and scarier to stay in the situation than it is to take the risk and leap and move on, right? So that's what I'm getting for you, okay? With the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like you are overwhelmed. I feel like there's just too many balls in the air, right? You're just juggling too much. But I'll tell you the truth. I feel like what you're juggling a lot of is your own feelings. I feel, because I feel like you're trying to manage this connection still. You're trying to find a way, you know, to find the good in this connection. But ultimately, I feel like you can feel the disconnect already. As I say that, I see the Hierophant, I see the Chariot, which means the Chariot is used, Cancer card. Hierophant is the Taurus card, so you could be dealing with a Taurus or just an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because I also have the Devil card there. So yeah, I'm going to put this back in. Please clarify that Eight of Pentacles for Cancer's person's actions. Yeah, the High Priestess, you know, they're not revealing their actions. I feel like they're not, with the High Priestess talks about secrets, and it just talks about keeping things to themselves. So I feel like they're probably spending a lot of time at work, and they're not really ready to tell you how they feel, or they're not ready to tell you, to disclose, you know, the plans that they have. They're not making it obvious right now. I feel like they're guarding themselves, and they're keeping a lot to themselves with that High Priestess. There. I see the Ten of Cups. There may be issues with children, especially with the Sun coming out in the reverse. This, you know, this person may have, you know, like baby mama drama or something like that. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles in the reverse for Cancer's person's actions. I don't want this to be too long. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The Hierophant. Look, I saw it. It flew out. Can't make this shit up. Hierophant is Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. So I feel like, yeah, this person, I feel like this person has commitment issues, okay? They're afraid of commitment, or, you know, they're just not ready to commit. I feel like you could be somebody who wants something traditional, right? Maybe this person made you really happy at one point, and you thought that this was your forever, or you thought that this was, you know, your soulmate, because we have the Lovers here. And even though the Lovers card is twin flame energy, it can be also it came out crossing, so I'm giving you both meanings, right? And I do feel like more so the way in which I should take this card is in the reverse, okay, which talks about separation. So I feel like one of your challenges is overcoming the thought of separation, or actually separating from something that's unhealthy for you. With the Lovers card though, you know, the Lovers card, when I see it in the reverse, it reminds me of karmic ties, right? So when you experience a karmic, it feels like everything. It feels like, this is my person, I found my forever person, but really it's a karmic. And a karmic is someone who's meant to teach you a lesson. You're meant to learn from each other, actually, right? But when you encounter a karmic and you're a high vibrating individual, you know, they're meant to trigger an awakening in you, to trigger something in you, okay? Or not just a high vibrating individual. I was gonna say something and I kind of got my thoughts crossed. So just this person is meant to trigger an awakening, right? So yeah, I'm getting the word codependency a lot. So it could be that either this person or you know, have been very codependent, and, you know, the karmic, the person comes along to trigger that awakening in order for you to begin to heal the parts of yourself that need healing. The Two of Swords, yeah, this is not just about guarding your heart or guarding yourself and your emotions. I feel like this person is keeping a lot of their feelings and their thoughts and their emotions to themselves, especially with that High Priestess there. But I also feel like this is avoiding something, right? So either this person avoids facing whatever issues they have. They may be, you know, a person who doesn't like conflict, doesn't do well with confrontation. So I'm getting that energy for that person. But with respect to you, Cancer, I feel like this is you also avoiding the truth. Like you're choosing to keep your hands crossed, and when you could just, this person here in this card could, nothing is tied, they could literally just drop the swords and take that freaking blindfold right off and see what's right in front of them. You know what I mean? But I get it. When we're in love, you want to see what you want to see. I don't mean to laugh in this situation, but you get it, okay? Whoa, and we got the Emperor here, yeah. So I feel like this is somebody who comes off or is already coming off as cold, detached, very rigid, okay? And just very focused. It could be somebody who's materialistic. This is Aries energy. Aries tend to get that rep for being somebody who cares a lot about appearances. So this could be somebody who's very much, you know, just disconnected, you know, emotionally, and, you know, just emotionally withdrawn, and really just focused on money, very money motivated, okay? Whoa, I saw the Seven of Cups, lots of options. Please give me one more here for the advice for Cancer, and then we'll close out. Advice for Cancer with that Lovers card there. What is the advice? What is this decision? What is the decision that they're avoiding or that they have to make? What is the advice? What is the advice? The Six of Pentacles. Something is not fair, right? So I feel like, yeah, you gotta, the advice is to find the balance, right? So if somebody's not giving you, putting in the way that you're putting in, you know, sometimes you need to walk away, right? It's funny because I made a reel. Was it a reel? Yeah, I did. I made a reel talking about, I said something along the lines of, I know that it could feel really good. It could feel really comfortable to accept less than what you deserve just to get something, just because our hearts crave something. But this is about being fair. This is about, like, you know, you get what you give, giving and receiving, right? So I feel like the advice for you here is, you know, don't get caught up into anybody else's drama. Don't get caught up in anybody else's problems and issues, because I feel like the Five of Wands, this is conflict here. But I do feel like that is heavy on your person's side and not on your side, right? I feel like right now you're dealing with a lot emotionally, and you're depressed or sad or disappointed because, you know, things aren't going the way that they started. Let's just say that, okay? I'm just going to put one more. Yeah, the Six of Wands, right? So we got sixes, lots of sixes here. Lots of sixes or just two? Okay, just two sixes. Okay, June might be significant to you, June 6th, or, you know, in 6 days, 6 days ago. I don't know, the number 6 might be significant to you. But with the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands, you know, the advice is go where the love is reciprocated. Go where you are celebrated. Go where you are wanted. Go where things are fair, okay? Because this is about recognition, and it could be that you want recognition with that sun in the reverse, like you want, you know, yeah, I hear recognition, right? You want to be recognized for who you are. Maybe you want like a certain title. Maybe you're like, what are we? You've been dating this person. You're like, yo, am I a woman? What are, you know, are we getting married? I don't know, whatever it is. It's going to be different for some of you. But the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck says, like I said, stop carrying a load that isn't yours. She's carrying the wands, okay? She doesn't have them on her back. She's carrying them. So you're choosing to carry a load that you could literally just open up your arms and drop that shit, because it isn't yours, and it is causing you a lot of mental and emotional stress, okay? The 9 of Swords in this, the 9 of Swords in general is anxiety. It's sleepless nights. It is just an unsettling feeling, right? You're disappointed. You're sad. With the Sun in reverse and the Lovers in the reverse, I feel like this is lightweight depression, okay? So yeah, don't let anybody steal your joy, right? When it's time to let something go, make the decision to let something go. Stop watching, you know what I mean? Stop watching and do something, because nothing changes if nothing changes, and only you have the power to change what you no longer want, right? Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. Anywho, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for sticking with me all this time. If you did, drop a comment down below. Let me know how. Give your girl a like. It helps my channel. Also, what else? If you're interested in following me on my social media platforms, which is actually just Instagram, or in a personal reading, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. That was a mouthful. I love you all so much. I really mean that. Why did I pause there? Why did I pause? I love you all so much. Sending you loads of peace, love, and light. Bye.